tells stories all around town and is also a stand-up comic. She's always a big hit here. Marylee Stephenson.
This is called Learning to Live the Song. For some time now, I've been trying to learn a song to perform. I say perform because I'm not a singer, but I want to be able to perform it. And it's John Prine's Hello in There. Some of you do know it. And it's the story of a couple, middle-aged, aging, who are becoming more and more isolated, more and more alone. And very much it is a story song. They start out, they don't talk much anymore. Kids have grown out on their own, left us all alone. And maybe call up friends from work, but what'll I do if she says, what's new? Nothing much, what's with you, etc. Lost the baby in the Korean War, still don't know what for. And then each chorus says, you know, old trees, they just get stronger, and old rivers just get wilder every day. But old folks, they just get lonesome, waiting for someone to say, hello in there, hello. And then at the end, after the story part and the choruses, the songwriter, John Prine, talks to us and says, so if you're walking on the street someday and you see some hollow ancient eyes, please don't turn away and stare like you didn't care. Say hello in there, hello. And as I age, this song becomes even more and more meaningful to me and more powerful, and then more and more reasons for wanting to perform it. Because I'm now 69. And so I have to think to myself, what's going to be happening to me? When am I going to be walking into a room and disappearing? Because it happens, you know, with age. And what about, I'm already sort of looking at my emails and thinking, you know, as you go through the list, how many are from people I know, and how many of them are yet another Facebook or spam? You know, I'm sort of counting. And I think of one of my favorite people in the world is Samuel Johnson, and he said a man must, as he advances in age, constantly make new acquaintances. Otherwise, he will find himself in old age very much alone, and man must keep his friendships in constant repair. So here I am again, I'm already 69. I'm thinking about this, but on the other hand, I am just 69. And so then I think to myself, how am I in relation to people that I see as old? How am I about people who are, say, 80, 85, 90? Would I turn away and stare like I didn't care and not say hello in there, hello? And I had an experience not long ago that was sort of living this very explicitly. I was at the Improv Theater on Granville Island, and it was a big opening of the, if you know them, the Bobbers, the Tops and Bottoms, truly excellent. And there's a crowd of people, and not too far ahead of me in the line was really what you would call it, with all due respect, a bag lady, a rather old bag lady. And she, you know, was frumpy and not too clean, and her glasses were down to here, and her dental care wasn't the best. And she had a big old bag and a cane, and not a shopping cart, but, you know, still a rolling thing that could help her carry things. And as she was in the line and then moving along, she talked constantly. Just chattered away, chattered away. I didn't seem incoherent, it didn't seem like crazy, but, you know, just talking, and you could see that the ticket people just want to move along, lady kind of thing. So I went into the theater and I sat down, and they let me in a little early and stuff, so I sit down, and front row near the edge, and then I think, oh my God, this woman's going to come and sit next to me, you know, like, because it's front row right by the edge. And so if you've got all your stuff, you know, you can just put it right there and you can watch it. You know, am I going to take it or anything? And sure enough, she came and sat down. And I didn't, you know, make any contact or anything. And the show began. And she would occasionally make comments. And I thought, oh, boy, this is going to be a long show. But as I heard her, she would say things like, okay. She said, no, they should have done that. No, you should have been over there. And I realized that she was an extremely informed improv watcher, that she knew her improv. And so then I thought, well, how does she happen to be here? One, to improv, and then you get to Granville Island. It's not the easiest, particularly if you're cruising a cart and all that. It's not too expensive, $8 or $9, but still, how did she happen to be there? And then intermission came, and I went out. I didn't have any friends to talk to, so I'd come back soon. And she's still sitting there, and she's talking. It's more or less a stream of talk. And by then, I'm quite curious, and I do want to hear this. But I don't want to let on, right? Because I don't want to engage. So I kind of lean over to be a little near her, but still looking away. You ask yourself if you'd have done any different, all right? So, and she, as she's talking, she begins telling why she's there. And she apparently had, from I guess childhood, an uncontrollable giggle. Just uncontrollable. And she said at one point, she said, well, I mean, what's wrong with laughing? They know from the research that like 10 minutes of laughing is worth an hour of like working out and everything. But I also know, and you know, like if you were a kid like that, you would be teased, you would be isolated, you wouldn't finish school, you wouldn't get married, you wouldn't have a job. It's a straight line to Baghdadium, right? But she had discovered improv. She said, improv, you can laugh all the time. And you're supposed to laugh. They want you to laugh. And so she had found a place where she could be at home, where she could be comfortable. And in Vancouver, there's improv every night of the week, right? So she's probably there. I don't know. I'm not going to do a research topic. But it was very striking. She had found this home. And I really admired her for that, you know. But I just, you know, again, I had to also lean closer to her to be able to hear her because like her teeth weren't good, you know, and such, you know, you had to do all that. But as I say, eyes averted. And then, you know, at the end of any production, really, everybody's getting up and everything, and usually you turn to the person next to you and say, good show, something like this, you know, whatever. But I didn't. I just kept my eyes averted. I did not engage her with eye to eye. I didn't say anything because I thought, you know, like, how long will it go on? And so even though I'm learning the notes and I'm learning the words, I'm not learning yet to live that song. Thank you.
Author, photographer, scholar, and our friend Marylee Stephenson. Thank you.